dude, Eric.
I gotta sign in the chat.
I wonder if that's that cat from Australia.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
What?
It was like, I was like, why can't I chat? And then it was like, well, because you're on Streamlabs, you cannot chat through Streamlabs. So that makes sense. Oh, dude, you didn't see this either, though. Look, we got new animations and shit. Everything, like, moves.
So are we official now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Official now. Episode 3. Welcome to the breakdown.
Welcome. WHALECUM.
Oh, yeah, that's another take.
See the guy that made hammerhead sharks out of hammerheads?
No.
Yeah, I told him, cool, now make a whale.
Nice.
Sperm whale. All out of sperms.
Done and done.
A million sperms.
Like it was, I'm so sweaty, but I got it.
25 minutes. What should we do? Should we play a vintage video game for the plebs on here?
Or we could start.
We could start too.
We could start.
What you want to take? I'll let you take this. You can take the first one. I'll go into what's it called? Yeah, we'll go into breakdown mode so people can't see me being illegal.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Wanted to say I've noticed in my childhood that there was like such a hard shift from like riffing to just like ones and zeros followed by like a run on a fucking scale, if you haven't noticed that.
Yeah. Totally.
Which like I'm cool with that, but like I've noticed that like a lot of new bands are just exactly that. It's like chugs and then like a little like fancy run of something or whatever.
I'm cool with either one. It depends, like, because you definitely can be in the mood
Yeah.
for both. Sometimes you just want that face melting guitar solo. Sometimes you just want the fast picking on single note, you know, breakdowns.
Sometimes I
and
just want to hear the amp ring out. So
right.
like,
and sometimes you want the chug.
Yep. I just noticed that though. That's like insanely heavy shit.
Fuck yeah, it is.
This is even more heavy. I know what it's doing. It's bypassing my my ad blocker.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
So in the comments, and I appreciate the comments that lets us know we're actually getting through to people. What do you like to hear? We're not just gonna play everything we like. We're doing this for everybody and ourselves. So what do you guys like?
You guys like genty, chuggy computer code riffs with like in there, or do you like the old school? I don't even want to say old school because there's other bands that play that. Like my band played shit like that, but like Pantera almost, like the just like power chord punch somebody in the fucking mouth type riff, like
My favorite
riff that makes you want to grab the guitar and in the same swing you're like decking somebody on the other side of the room.
That's how you start the riff, is with a left hook.
Right. Sounds like you fucked up Guitar Hero real bad. Like just
maybe I'm just a crazy old guy, but for me, nothing is better when you're playing guitar than the Digitech whammy.
oh yeah.
So, oh my God, so much cool shit. The master of the Digitech whammy, well, and you guys might think I'm dead wrong, but Dimebag Darrell, rest in peace, was, oh my God, some of the tones and the quality that he got out of that on doing a lot of his riffs, like Becoming, Suicide Note Part 2. I mean, I could go on, and this would be a fucking 3-hour podcast and not like a 45-minute one or whatever, but like it would be, like he was really good at that, and that's one of my favorite things when I play guitar. If I don't have one of those like at my disposal.
Yeah,
totally.
Dude, I'd really like to get one. If for any of the viewers that don't know, I had a metal band that went for like a year and a half or something like that. I had a good bit of gear too, but like that was one of the things I could never get my hands on was like one of the newer Digitech drops, like with the pitch bending and all that shit. Right. I really wanted the whammy bar with the pitch corrector pedal in there so that I could, drop it to the fucking brown note if I wanted to.
Break beer glasses and
basic fucking yeah. But every time it was like they were either like $5,000 of fucking. I mean, they were like $600, pedals. But
like I'm not even a guitar player. Like I play
pedal, like
some guitar, but I'm nothing what I would call it.
It's definitely not the most expensive pedal I've ever seen. But like, I can't justify spending more than any of my guitars are worth on a pedal. Like, I gotta up my game first before you don't just buy. You don't buy Pearl Export and Manuals the first time that you buy a drum kit, you know what I mean? You get You get a shitty Walmart First Act drum kit and you beat the dog shit out of it.
Actually, I was lucky with that.
Oh, me too. I got a Tamba. That was like my first like drum kit. But my first drum kit that I ever got to play was an export with like manual cymbals from Germany. It was straight from Germany, dude. You'd have to ask my dad. He still got it.
Like my Eleanor.
He still got it. Like
I'll never forget.
It's beautiful. I used to play it all the time. It has concert toms. Sounds mint to this day. It's like an '84.
Not the first kit I ever had. It was like I couldn't even tell you because I was like 6 or maybe a little bit older when I got my first kit.
Yep.
But like the one I used when I got a call from my buddy about joining the band, I'm sitting in my house and he's like, "Hey, is this Pat?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?" He's like, he was like, "I got this drum kit here." He's like, "We're kind of starting a band." He's like, I was wondering if you want to come up and take a look at it. Let me know if this is a good kit. Like he didn't even like, really act like he wanted me in the band, which he probably did. Like he was just more concerned with the drum kit. So I go up, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool. And it's real cool. It's Pearl Export." I'm like, "Oh, it's so cool."
Yeah.
But like we just added to it as we went. I'll never forget. We went to this one place in Amelia, Ohio, back home, and this guy Elmer Monk. His grandfather actually invented the staple gun. So you can imagine what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're comfortable.
Money. Yeah.
He had this like
they're sitting on Staples technically.
Yeah.
Fucking money, dude.
Yeah. The fortune that Staples built.
Yeah.
But not to put names out there, but like he had this like $10,000 or $15,000 pearl kit. It was like pearl white. All the hardware was gold.
That shit.
I'm looking at it, it was like
big dollar bill,
yeah, dude.
Dude, that's
nuts.
Like I've brought people to my house, and there was nothing ever was like anything special about the drum kit that me and my dad played on. Like it was the shells were fucking crazy good. Like the shells were fantastic, but like cymbals were kind of like old technology, so it was like a lot of the crashes and stuff weren't like lightweight crashes where they like ring out in like a half a second and then they're dull.
Right.
You would hit this thing and it would be like a gong, dude. Like, oh my god, it would ring and ring and ring. Like, they were so fucking thick. Like,
Nice.
the hi-hats were nice as hell. Like, they were the old Zildjian hi-hats. And then he had like some Manel cymbals and stuff like that shipped over here from Germany. I think he had a couple of Sabian cymbals.
Nice.
But like, I know at one point in time before they started breaking, because he was gigging with it back in the day, that he had a whole set of Manel cymbals from Germany, like from the guy that he bought the kit off of, like bought them in Germany, shipped his whole kit back with him,
wow.
and then he moved back to Germany and sold the kit and was like, he told my dad, he sold it to my dad for some like stupidly cheap price. Like, I think my dad paid like $1,200 for like a $5,000 export set of shells. And it's only or no, it's a full fucking, you know, snare, bass, two toms and a floor, but it's
I
crazy.
see some comments. What's up, Eric? Good to hear from you, dude. Haven't heard from him forever. Zender, what's up, my dude? Josh, Dreamless70. Oh yeah, Zender. Okay, now I get it. Takes me a while. I'm kind of slow. I can't read good. No,
I
can't read good. No, but everybody, thanks for tuning in. Play another song. I want to hear something.
Yeah.
I want to hear here.
Oh, do I want to listen to that bottom? No, I gotta show you that this Mexican band that I found. Okay, I'll show you that. I'll just throw it in the queue so it doesn't play all the way.
In the queue.
Es que no lo ve y cero competencia. ¿Eso está grabando? Papi, los Blueberries. Bueno, no sé.
I can fuck with old Thrash. Thrash is what it all started for me.
Yeah, there's a part. Hold on. There's a part. Like, guys somebody's coming up. It's I think it's a part. It's like, where they have like people and then they're bursting off the night. They're like extra for that into their mind version. And fucking their life looks like I'll never do. Inaccessible right now. There's a part in there, dude. There's a part in there where there's just like an old guy. And I shit you not, like, he's just standing like this, just behind him, like. It's like losing my shit watching it. I was laughing so hard.
It was hilarious.
Oh shit. Alright, you got the sticks this time.
Oh boy.
That's a good jam though. I
That
found
is a
that and
good
was really
jam.
surprised. I was like,
Hell
what the
yeah.
hell is this called? Like, hazardous vegetation?
That's hilarious. That's amazing, actually.
The band's called Poison the Preacher.
Yeah, absolutely. Check them out. They're really good.
That was like a good like blast from the past. Like that really like
Yeah, I'm still like taking it all in. That was actually really cool. We do take requests, by the way, for something you guys want to hear. Actually, I might throw it old school. We were talking about Pantera earlier, so I might actually throw something on here. Just because, yeah, totally. But Pantera, I actually learned lyrics to Pantera songs before I even knew who the band was. I had a neighbor when I lived upstairs from, and he would play the shit loud as hell, and I could hear what I would later learn was Dimebag playing, and I was like, oh my god, that's heavy as hell. And like the one day he was like, hey, you want to come down and hang out with him? I'm like, yeah, cool. And so he's playing Pantera in the background. I'm singing along with him. He's like, oh, you like Pantera? I'm like, oh, that's who this is. He's like, hold on, how the fuck do you know? I'm like, dude, I can hear it upstairs.
right.
Like, I learned like half.
Upstairs.
I learned most of the album by listening to it in my room, and playing it in the living room downstairs. But probably my favorite album, and only with Pantera picking my favorite albums, like picking my favorite kid, it's almost impossible.
Honestly though,
But,
it really is.
It really is.
Glad that I
impossible.
only have one kid to pick, but like
Right.
I wish that Pantera was. I don't wish Pantera was the same case, but it'd be a lot easier if it was.
Yeah. But if I had to pick, not favorite kid, that'll never happen. If I had to pick favorite Pantera album, it'd have to be Far Beyond Driven. Absolutely Far Beyond Driven.
Yeah, dude, definitely something from Far Beyond Driven. Like Vulgar Display of Power is a good album, and it's got a lot of bangers. But like, if we're talking about like an album that you can turn on in the car and go on a road trip, and you don't have to change shit, you don't have to like Vulgar Display of Power has fucking all the ballads and shit on it, doesn't it? So there's like 3 8
Cowboys from Hell has got up most. Well,
Cowboys from Hell, I think, has 2 or 3 of them, and then Vulgar Display of Power has
they
like
do.
2
They
or
have,
3 of
they
them.
have
They're
This
like 12
Love
minutes.
and they have
Yeah,
Hollow.
yeah, and they're like 12 minutes long, and both of them aren't like their banger ballads. You know what I
Right,
mean? It's
right.
like the only ones that anybody really wants to listen to that are that fucking long are like Cemetery Gates and Floods.
Oh, dude, the
That's
solo,
pretty much it.
the solo,
That's pretty much
the
it. though.
solo from Cemetery Gates. So I could like just listen to that.
Yeah,
on
like
loop.
my friends
Was ignorant.
my friends used to get in the car and they'd be like, "Oh, dude, like I got a Pantera song to show you. It's like not as heavy as the other ones." And I'd straight up be like, "If it's not Cemetery Gates or Flood, I don't want to hear it." Like, I just don't. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, just that era of them writing sad songs was not that great.
There was.
To me,
I don't really think of it as a ballad, and I'm pretty sure it's a cover song, actually.
I don't even know if you would call it
Planet
a ballad.
Caravan.
Planet
On the end
Caravan,
of
yeah,
this
it's
song,
by Sabbath.
Yeah, which makes sense because it's very bluesy.
Yeah, it's really bluesy.
Really bluesy. It's like probably, honestly.
You basically just should call that Tony Iommi group.
Yeah,
like
that's like my second favorite song on that entire album. No kidding.
That's basically what it should be called. It's just Tony Iommi group, though. Like at that point, but like anything Sabbath before like what 84 or something like that, it's basically just Iommi group, and then they got a new guitar player. It just turns into whatever their guitar player is, though, for real. Like Zakk Wylde, Zakk Wylde with the exception because
with Ozzy,
with like because Zakk Wylde just came in and just played Ozzy songs just like somehow better. Like he's just got better finger tone or something.
I never had a problem with Jakey Lee though.
No, I never really had a problem with him either. I think
they're each in their own right.
I think Zakk Wylde coming into that, especially like jumping out of Black Label, or not jumping out of per se, but like just slowing down with Black Label Society and doing the Ozzy stuff made a lot more sense. Like the star power had aligned and everything. You know, like felt like their whole band was made of like superstars. Like I don't even know who their drummer was, but he like fit the description.
Oh shit! Now you're testing.
Because he was a wicked drummer too.
Oh my god! Somebody get it in the comments before I say it, because I'm gonna lose sleep over it. Damn it! I know who that is, bigger than shit, and I can't think of it.
Tell us while we listen to a Pantera song.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments drop who their drummer was, because I can see.
While you're
I can
doing
see
that,
bigger shit. Dude had dreadlocks down to forever.
Yep.
While
you're doing that, hit the share button. Hit the follow button.
Hit the share and the follow. Let's get us out there so we can do this for more people. And thank you to everybody, including I can see a couple of friends of mine.
I don't want to have to get naked for money.
Also, you know, yeah, but better you than me.
Fuck.
I mean, no, you know what?
Depends on if I'm getting paid from you, then better you than me.
I guess. Now people just pay me to put my shit back
pimping ain't
on.
easy.
Right. But,
it's on OnlyFans, like somebody pay me to put my
shit, yeah, Fear Factory. Oh my god, I don't know how I didn't think of that.
Yeah, dude, Fear Factory.
Heavy
shit too.
Fuck. Digimortal, that was like one of my favorite.
That was like one of the first bands, because like I found a lot of metal. I guess this will show like my age. I found a lot of metal through like Comcast on demand listings. Like I go to the metal section or whatever, and I'd look through shit on there. So I'm sure that you found through shit like when you were a teenager way differently than when I was a teenager, because like I didn't have the internet like everybody else. Everybody else in my school had the internet.
Yeah, when I was younger, and I'm dating myself now. It's tapes, fucking cassette tapes.
Yeah.
You know, all your friends like.
See, I always wondered what it was like back in the day. Like, were you just handing them out, like just passing them around, switching them up?
Basically, and it was like because I went to school in Clifton. And it was like huge, like you got a little bit of everything. You got like thrash, you had punk, you had metal, different things like that. So you had like Obituary, and you had Death, and you had, you also had like Biohazard was big. Oh god, now I can sit there and think of this all day, sitting in my house, with like right here in front of everybody. I'm like, but. And that's what we would do. Be like, oh, dude, have you heard this band? And you heard this one? And it was like you just go back and forth. Then you'd have a couple friends that would be like, oh, dude, you know, I was like, oh, this is cool. I don't, you know, you forget to give them the tape back or whatever. So then they would start like buying this. They were cheap as fuck, and it was like 90 minutes, I think, per side. So it was this gigantic roll of cassette tape inside this little packing, and the quality wasn't as good, but you got a shit ton more music on there. So, and it would be like everything on there, like Mortician and Obituary and like old Metallica, which this was a 90s, so it was like the Black Album and shit, but everybody was also, you know, had like Master of Puppets and all that on there, and then you had like, oh man, it was so much Anthrax and a lot of the even heavier stuff. And then I started getting into it, because like that's kind of where it started. Like I always listened to Black Sabbath and stuff, but then it was like when I started, you know, when I was a teenager, you know, going to school and shit, and it was like Anthrax and Megadeth and stuff. And I was like, well, is there anything heavier than that? And you start getting into Obituary, you start getting Entombed,
Obituary,
Mayhem. And then
it
was like,
we talked about them last week, or not last week, but we talked about them last podcast. But the Black Dahlia murder and how old they actually are.
Yeah.
Like, let's look into that really fast because I don't even fucking remember if I looked that up or not. Oh, okay.
How old they were.
Now.
Yeah. Tippy tap, tippy tap. Deicide also.
Did you ever
Morbid Angel? Oh my God, Morbid Angel.
Shit. Yeah, they're sick. Have you ever actually looked at like the pictures from the murder site and shit?
Mayhem?
No. From that, yeah, I've seen that.
The Black Dahlia murder? Yeah.
That shit's
I have seen it.
dude.
Actually, my wife
Put
actually.
it in the comments if you've seen the Black Dahlia murders, like actual crime scene photos and shit of her. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what it looks like.
Yeah. You gotta check for yourself. If you know,
put
about that.
Put a fraction in the chat if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
It should.
That's the if you know you
Yeah,
know.
if you know you know, you'd be able to put a fraction down for.
Now you were talking about the murders and shit. Like I'm not even thinking about Black Dahlia. I'm thinking about like
I'm thinking about
mayhem shit. Like like the mayhem.
Oh
like,
yeah, the murders. Yeah, there was like a murder and then a suicide right after that, or something like that. Yeah.
Like I think one of the band members allegedly.
One band member killed himself.
Made
and
some
then another band member
some
killed
other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what had happened
They
was
they took pictures of the suicide.
Yeah,
that was used for their album.
Yep.
That was used for their album.
Yep. One member, which was the original singer, I believe, or not the original singer, but the original singer when they got famous, shot himself. He had an obsession with killing himself. Josh gets it. But he had an obsession with killing himself. And he killed himself in his room. They found him, and then I believe the bass player or something like that, the founder, like took pictures of him laying there, and then they made that their album cover, and that's the album cover with his makeup on, but he's got like his head blown out and shit, and it's just basically just a bloodscape. And then the guitar player killed the bass player or something like that. I think that's what happened. The drummer, the guitar player shot the bass player because of all the shit that happened with using the picture and all that. Like he basically was the one that foregoed everybody else having to vote on it.
I think I heard that like the one original member that's left still writes music like from jail or some shit, or he got released. I forget what it is, but it's crazy. Not that this is like a murder podcast or nothing like that, but like
formed in 2001.
Okay.
So they've been a band for 22 years.
It's not bad.
And they're like R.I.P. T-Dog, but yep.
Black Dahlia. I remember I
plenty of fucking
that was probably
what a night to have a curse, dude.
I think I did buy their debut album because that makes sense because I was like
that would have been they were.
How old were you in 2001?
Oh,
5.
Depends on what time of year it was. It's 5 or 6. Pretty much.
Early 2001
90,
for me. I was 22.
In July of 96, I was born. So in July of 97 was 1, 98 was 2, 99 was 3.
Yes, Sebastian, we are talking about.
So 2001,
my dude, what is up, bro?
I was 4 or 5, basically.
Eric was there. Eric was there with me back in 01. You, me, Jason, and Chris hanging out.
Hey, we can't talk about it, Sean. We're talking about our Sebastian. We're talking about fractions. You know, fractions.
That's right.
Now I have 2 pieces of paper.
That's right.
Except for people don't really work like that. You pretty much have a non-functioning pair of legs and a dead torso.
Nice.
Nice.
Dude, that's and
Which Pantera song are we listening to?
Becoming. Yes, absolutely. Here we go. Or not. Still getting the hang of it. Bear with us. Or it's just nothing. First try. Memory will say
people that smoke pot while they play the guitar can appreciate Pantera because you can feel it in your fingers, like the way that he plays something. And even if you watch it, like if you watch like the videos of him playing live and shit, it's not like I don't want to call it a lazy playing style, but it's like a really like a, for lack of a better term, like a sloppy style, but it's like directly on point, like he's in flow state, you know what I mean, where he can be like
sloppy flow,
like he's like loose with it, but he's like directly smack dab on top of it.
It's
like,
a groove.
It's a groove. Yeah,
groove.
definitely. Like it's
like
just,
none of the critiquing is negative. It's a very it's amazing.
Like if you were talking like technically speaking, like it's played like dog shit. But it's not. It's not at all. Like, there's so much groove into it. Like, he knows exactly where shit's gonna fall in, and he can, like, it's almost like drummers when they toss their stick up in there. Like, they'll pause for a second, wait for it, and then just hit it right when you would want it to hit. Yep. That sounds about right.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Proceed.
Perhaps today my life won't be so bad. I can see you, can fuck you inside of you. Staring through your eyes, feeling so your face to serve me, to suck me, to realize my saving grip. I am suicide, I be on I'm barking. Mistakes I've becoming. God save. I'm barking. Mistakes I've becoming. God save.
Trying to hit the fat ball and fucking spread the ball.
Actually, my favorite part of this being on the drummer is when it comes up there. Dude, that is so hard. It is an album on it, man. It's so hard. It's like a heel toe.
Yeah. Take a moment. I'm gonna show you guys something neat and spooky that I got over the weekend.
We like neat and spooky.
Yeah, I went to my homie's house, right, and he was having a party, and I wasn't expecting much. I was just gonna go. So no, you're good. I thought we were just gonna chill or whatever, and just be a couple of people there. And he's got like a whole full blown, like he's got games and all kind of shit. So we bought for apples, and I ended up winning. I got this Jason mask that's signed by Kid Jason. So I'm gonna have to get like and it's it's all like authenticated and all that shit.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have to get like a holster or something to hold it up on the wall.
Or like one of those
Like a mask case.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's
what I
exactly
need,
it.
dude. I look like a 50s goalie.
Hell yeah. Except you have all your teeth.
Yeah, that's true. But they don't.
I do remember the church burnings. That's right.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen something about that too.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure they did an interview with him. What is that called? I think it's Metal, A Headbanger's Journey. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a clip where they interviewed him. And I could be dead wrong about that too. Because I watch so much stuff, it just kind of all runs together.
One
like,
big,
most
movie.
people, most people's brains is like in filing cabinets. Mine is too, but they're all knocked over.
Dude, yeah,
and all the shit's piled in one spot. I'm like, fuck, I can't get this.
Yeah, dude, same. Oh man, yeah. If I could like put my brain on like little index cards or whatever. We
Shout out to Sebastian for the history of black metal. It's one of my favorite genres of metal.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna throw.
Yeah,
Throw
we can
back.
go old school. Now we're talking.
That's what I meant by like that, like riffy power, like power fucking chord shit.
But you also got the groove.
Yeah, it's also like groovy. It makes you want to move. Like,
Dude, I listened to this album for like CDs that I had in my car. All like just about all the
bro, whoever mixed this, like whoever finally decided to
Fun fact, Rob Zombie was a production assistant for Pee-wee's Playhouse.
You're all set up, aren't you, baby? I never try anything. I just do it. Wanna try me?
This is, and I hate to keep stopping it, but this is one of few albums that I can listen to start to finish.
Yep, it's a good highway album.
Yeah.
Like it's a really solid
Actually-
fucking like I think they almost purpose built wrote this as a highway album.
And I'm
like,
not
to just
trying.
cruise
I'm
in the
not
car.
trying to, as the kids say, fanboy Rob Zombie or White Zombie. But not because I like horror movies too. So like I get everything that he does, like the movies he makes, everything. And I'm not trying to, kiss his ass or nothing like that. But when you're good at something, you're good at something.
Yeah.
Every album he does is another album I can listen to all the way through.
Yep.
Like from the
It's a shame
early
that-
stuff, even the early
Shame
stuff.
that White Zombie didn't last as long as they could have. They only made like 2 albums or something like that. They were only a band for like 2 years, from like 81 to
They
82.
did 4.
Yeah.
I think 2 on Geffen, and then I
Yeah,
think
and then
they
they
did
jumped
2
record
that were
labels.
that were like self-released,
Yeah.
and that was Soul Crusher and Make Them Die Slowly, I believe. And then they did Los Exorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1, and Astro Creep 2000,
Yeah.
which has got like one of my favorite songs on it,
Good band.
Blood, Milk, and Sky. Yeah, they're just an altogether good band.
All right, Sebastian, we're gonna listen to some Mayhem for you.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like
Because, yeah, you gave us one hell of a history lesson there.
So we're gonna get our beds fucked.
So
by a
this
chainsaw.
one's for you, yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. That's
Dude, I love the beat. I love the beat. You know, I've been trying to get this on for like the last year. I'm moving it on this. So maybe we might have to do something. Good said about the. I hate stopping this. No one can hear us. And yes, Sebastian, thank you for helping me get my shit straight on the facts with that. The pingy snare. I love that. Like what I would call the Saint Anger snare.
I wouldn't even call it that.
Right.
Like I'm talking like the fucking. It sounds like a piccolo snare in a high school marching band,
dude.
just like ping.
Oh, I love that.
It sounds like something.
Love that. Sounds
Sounds like you're hitting a kid with a dodgeball from like the 80s.
Yeah, love it. Dodgeball snare, love it.
I was the first kid in my school to have that. I had a jam on like.
I'm gonna be playing a dodgeball with a mic on it.
Put this microphone on your chest. That's it.
No, you like, you know, there's some mad, there's some, but it's not even like a hurt drive in there. Like, you ever have that one person, like, yeah, that one person that went such a drive, and that's so lame, like, all the sharp objects or whatever. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, it was so smart. That movement, like, so happy so much, you just tell about everything. Loves like he lives in the like hey, there's that. Don't waste that person.
Play your song. I don't want to hold you up 2 weeks in a row.
Yes. Dodgeball snare. Here we go.
give him musical blue balls.
This is the name of the band. Which one is it?
Like how there was a band named Fecal Matters.
Yeah, that's their album.
Oh,
That's their album. That's Short Bus Pilot. That's their album. Fecal Matters.
You ever heard that meme song Short Bus Shouty?
Oh yeah.
The one with a bunch of rappers.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane, stupid. I think I just fall. Ball peen beating sound.
Yeah, that's what it was. Ball peen beating.
What a fucking heavy name for a song.
Wait until you actually hear the song. It's ignorant.
Just like think about going into court or something, and you're in court for a ball peen beating. Like, Jesus.
And the guy lived, and he's like, yes, you're goddamn. No. He's just waiting with it.
Oh fuck! I think I'd take an ice pick lobotomy over. I'm sorry, this is a spade bit. Carpenters out there.
Jesus.
You know,
I know there's a bit of pee on my face.
Losing your virginity for the first time. You know,
Yeah.
you're getting a little nervous.
When the intro
All you
sample
want
sounds
to
like
do
this,
is just finish the act. You know, you're too fucking shit scared to know about the nuances and the finesse of it all. You just want to get the process over with. Because you just don't know what it feels like before that. But you know, man, when you do it, man, you take that life. You know, you want to live it over and over again. Because it just,
He doesn't talk about the first time.
like I was saying before, it's action. It's like breathing. It's like breathing. It's like breathing. It's like
So yeah, short bus pileup.
That really reminded me of.
Ooh.
This is like the first grindcore song I ever listened to.
Oh, cool.
I like the new graphic for it though.
It's got a little bit of everything.
There are no typical murderers. Some plan their crimes meticulously, while others kill on impulse.
That's called the Stormtrooper with the AK. Yes, that album cover is very gnarly. You're right.
It looks like me if I swallowed worms.
So, my buddy John Zender, aka Dreamless70, asked for Hypocrisy Blood Drenched, and I didn't want him to think I forgot about him. Again, anybody for the length of the show, all of our shows, is welcome to throw suggestions up there. There might be something we've never heard of, something we like, something
If
we
we've
have
heard it
of.
and it sucks, we're gonna tell you that it sucks.
Sorry, but we will give you something else so that you can replace it with that.
Yeah, we'll give you a second chance.
Yeah, we don't judge.
We don't do third chances, but we'll do second
Yeah,
chances.
everybody gets one.
3 duds and you're out.
Yeah, like a 3-strike policy.
Yep, 3 duds and you're out. Go ahead and click.
I've been waiting
Perfect cut too. Here we go with these ad blockers again. It finally caught up to me. It kept asking me, like, you can't use ad blockers.
No, it just. Oh, you're in for a treat, bud. This is one of my this is my little homie's favorite right here. Extermination, dismemberment. For anyone that doesn't know,
That was
Dehumanization Protocol, their newest album. Check that out. It's on YouTube, Slam Worldwide. Check it out. It's everywhere.
that was heavy.
You want to listen to that whole album. I have that album. It is ignorant like this, start to finish. Absolutely start to finish.
That was the heavy as the fuck. Boy.
Yes, sir.
See what do I want to listen to today?
I think we'll do one more. One more.
It's 8:35. We'll do
One more. And then we'll call it a night.
No problem. Yeah, that
I
way
appreciate everybody for showing up, chatting with us. I appreciate the history lesson on Mayhem. Thank you, Sebastian.
we do to listen to most of these, but there's a couple good ones in here.
Nice.
Actually, God Hand. I don't think I listened to God Hand last week. God Hand's pretty good. I saw them on Slam Worldwide. Basically, this
Dude, anything on Slam
This is pretty much
Worldwide?
just a Slam Worldwide summary podcast
Right.
at this point, but I mean, they're really on it, so. They're pretty, yep.
God Hand.
Pretty fucking, yep, God Hand. They're pretty fucking sweet.
Nice.
I have yet.
That's a new one on me. I haven't heard that one yet.
I have yet to find a song on Slam Worldwide that I can't listen to at least one time and be like, pretty good.
Yeah.
Might not be for me, but you know.
Definitely to everybody that's watching, we recommend Slam Worldwide if that's what you're into.
If you don't want to hear talking in the middle of it, you might as well just follow them. Cause
Yeah, honestly.
yeah.
I could sing their praises.
If
I happened upon them.
If it ain't older than 2014, we probably found it on Slam Worldwide.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely heavy as hell. There's a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of good shite.
Like the best shit ever, dude.
Well, thank you to everybody that tuned in to watch. Thank you to everybody that commented, wanted to hear songs. You'll join us again in 2 weeks. We'll be on with another episode. And we'll see you. Thank you for listening.
We aren't leaving you guys on the fucking see you next week label this time. We're leaving you on the don't do drugs sign.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't.
Here's Keel Hauled by Aelstrom. 0, I think. Yep. And then click that little microphone button on there on the microphone tab. Meet that shit. Yep, right there.
Stand before you to tell a truth most dire. There lurks a traitor in our midst who hath invoked the captain's ire. Don't deserve no mercy, we ought to shoot him with a gun.